What is up, guys? Welcome to episode number 20 of the Comfortable Nerds podcast. I am Absurd, and I am here with my boy Jay. Jay, how are we doing today?
Man, we doing great. We doing lovely. I'm glad to be here again, and I'm glad to have went on this journey, man. Glad to have went on this journey. What about you, bro? How's the week been treating you, bro? Like, what's new? What's new?
Same old shit, man. Work, but being able to do this, man, and it's crazy. We've done 20 episodes of this now, guys.
Bro, it's crazy because this is the last episode of season one. Last
Had to
episode
bait
of season
everybody a
one,
little bit.
man. Um, and honestly, for the ones who support, the people who continuously keep up. I know it's not, buku crazy amount of you guys, but it does mean something to the both of us that you continuously come back and that we can be, entertaining to you guys. So thank you so much for sticking around for 20 episodes. If you have, thank you for supporting. And yeah, man, just thank you. Anything you want to say?
Pretty much the same thing you said. Appreciate everybody that listens, everybody that watches, whether you just got it on for background while you're boarding, bagging and boarding, or whether you're actually watching it throughout the week. We appreciate all you guys. I'd like to give a shout out to the Pinoy Wander. He is one of the biggest people that's always in the Discord. So shout out you, bro.
Oh yeah.
You're definitely one of our biggest supporters, man, and we really appreciate you.
Yeah, yeah, everybody. Appreciate you guys so much. But yeah, man, everything's been pretty chill. Everything's been pretty chill lately. Just
Oh
ready to
yeah.
talk about some comic books, talk
Heck
about some
yeah.
new things coming out. But before we do that, bro, this is completely not comic book related. I was talking to my wife and I was like, I should talk about this on the podcast. Listen, man, Lay's chips, Doritos, whatever other chip brand out there, you guys got to figure it out, man. Cause I'm tired of going grocery shopping and not buying chips because you guys continue to fill the bag up halfway. Not even half, bro.
Oh
Like
God.
70, bro,
Like
like 60 to
one
70% of the
fourth of the
bag is
way.
air.
Yeah.
Like literally, bro. I'm tired of it. Like I doubt, any of them will see that. Look, bro, like the vein on my head is pumping profusely because bro, this is not a game. I'm tired of it. I haven't bought a bag of chips and I don't know how long. Not because I can't afford it, but because, bro, it's like
Hey,
four
I'd
to
like to
five
give a shout
dollars.
out to somebody who does fill the bag up to the top. Shout out Dot's Pretzels, bro.
Yeah, yeah, Dots, yeah. Shout out Dots Pretzels. Y'all keep it 100. But as for the rest, man, like chips are like really like $4 to $6 a
If you're
bag.
getting a,
And you're
yeah, I was
telling
about to
me,
say for a party size
bro,
bag,
bro, it's like $7 for that. Like, I don't know, man. I just feel like if we're paying that much, we should at least get like 80 to 90% chips. It don't gotta be 100%. I understand it. I get it. You got a business to run. I'm just asking for a little bit of, can we communicate? Can we like politic a little bit? Figure out something?
we get there's
Anyways, though,
inflation, but that does not mean you need to inflate the
come on,
bag
bro.
with more
Come
air.
on, bruh. Come on, bruh. Anyways, though, let's get into some comic books. We have some pretty big news coming from Image with a new character coming out. He kind of reminds me of like a Hellboy without the demon part. What about you?
hmm A little bit of the same thing. I kind of felt like Holy Roller vibes a little bit. Definitely not like power wise, but like the story sounds a teeny bit similar.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
So,
I haven't read Holy Roller,
okay.
but I know that this comic book, I guess it's having to do with like a hitman trying to like find his family, revenge, something like that. It's something along those lines. And he gets a weapon that is from, I guess, like a supernatural dimension or something like that. And it
Oh yeah,
literally looks like what's Hellboy's hand's name? I forget the name of it.
the Hand of Death. I don't actually remember what it is. The Hand of Doom.
Yeah, yeah, Hand of
Some shit.
Doom, Hand of Doom, something like that. But that's literally what it reminds me of, except for it's just like a regular white dude. He's just not a demon. But he's basically trying to get his daughter back. And the same creative team, if not creative team, I'll say writer, wrote Escape, which came out like mid last year.
Hmm.
And then he also wrote Holy Roller. Escape, I haven't finished it just because I started reading other things halfway through reading it.
Wait,
Escape is pretty good.
Andy Samberg's writing it?
Huh?
Andy Samberg's writing it? The new one?
The new what?
The the new series. Andy Samberg's writing that?
I thought, I thought, hold on. I thought it
Rick
was like,
Remender or Andy Samberg?
yeah, Rick Remender. I thought it was Rick
Oh,
Remender.
okay. Because Andy Samberg is like the main writer for Holy Roller, so I was like, I didn't know that fool was doing another story.
Oh,
You know who Andy Samberg is, right?
no, yeah, I know who Andy Samberg is, but
Okay,
I'm like,
that's why I was scratching my head a little bit because I was like, I thought it was Rick Remender.
well, I was looking up like other Rick Remender books to like where people would like recognize him from, and Holy Roller came up.
He was probably a co-writer on it, or he probably did like 90% of the writing, and then Andy Samberg was like, "Hey, we should add that," and that was it.
Yeah, but I never read. I knew about Escape, but I didn't know about Holy Roller because, like I said, I haven't read it. I've just heard good things about it.
Hell yeah!
But
But no, from everything that you were telling me about it, like it sounds fire.
yeah, no, it sounds dope. I'm super like excited. A new character is always something to be excited about. I don't
One
care
hundred
what
percent.
nobody says. A new character is always, always, always something to be excited about. So yeah, I'm super, super hyped about that. What do you have to say about it?
Same thing. I'm always down for new image runs because I've been kind of having the same dilemma with comics lately. Is like I'm kind of getting burned out on some of my favorite heroes, man. Not that I don't want to read about these characters no more, but like getting the same stories over and over again. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
So
yeah. You
when
want to
I'm
want to
getting
read
to,
something fresh.
I want to read something fresh, but also too, like when you have an image title, like you can feel the love and like power that was put into their writing and like how much it
Yeah.
really meant to them.
Yeah, no, for sure. For sure. Kind of goes along with that. Like, you don't have, like, don't force yourself to read a comic, bro. Like,
Exactly.
don't force it. If you're, like, just not in the mood to read or you feel like you're just, like, a little bit burnt out and you are like, and you need to, like, start getting into other, like, genres or anything like that, uh, yeah, do that, man. Take your time. You don't
Hmm.
have to, like, don't make your hobby something you dislike, you know?
Don't make your hobby a job.
Yeah, and now at some point, like, your hobby does become, like, work
Hmm.
because depending on, like, what your hobby is, like, for comic books, we have to work as far as organizing, buying supplies, keeping up with what's coming out, keeping up with writers, keeping up with artists, like, that stuff's it sounds easy. It sounds
Right.
easy. It
But
does.
you get into it and you're like, damn, a lot.
Yeah, it's a lot more than, what you would think. But yeah, for sure, for sure. Take your breaks when you need them, yo. Take your breaks when you need them. Um, speaking of breaks, Star Wars, Darth Maul breaks my scale.
I was about to say, where were we connecting the
You didn't
dots on
know
the
where I was
breaks?
going. You didn't know where I was going. I got to keep you on your toes, brother. I got to keep you on your toes. But yeah, Maul Shadow Lord is coming out, and Mando. We got Mando coming out in a few weeks, bro.
What
How
are
we
your thoughts
feeling?
on the
Hey, bro,
Mando?
you know what? No, hold on. How do I already know? How do I not have a doubt in my mind right now that that you have not even watched one episode of Maul? How do I know you
I,
haven't watched it? Like, how do I? I'm so confident. How do I know that?
because you know me too well, bro. We talk too often.
This fool, bro. When are you gonna start watching Invincible? When are you gonna start watching Maul? When are you gonna start watching Daredevil? When, bro?
Soon, guys, soon.
Like this dude, I feel like when we start talking about it, the seasons are gonna be over. Maul and Invincible are already done. And I think the boys
Daredevil's done now
last
too.
episode. Yeah, Daredevil's done. And I feel like Invincible, or not Invincible, I'm sorry. The boys, isn't their last episode like in 2 weeks?
Something like
So
that.
you, bro,
Yeah.
that is nuts. We haven't said a single thing about any of these shows.
Well, it'll give me time to catch up. You know what I mean?
It's gonna be too late, brother. Maul is tough, and Maul is one of, honestly, it's probably like the best Star Wars show or movie that we've gotten in a long time.
Yeah.
It's so good. Like, and I can't talk about it how I want to talk about it because you haven't watched it, and I'm not gonna do that to you because that's how good it is. I don't want you to be
I
spoiled.
respect that.
I want you to fully enjoy this. So,
So
guys,
is it like
unfortunately,
a
you guys,
prequel to Maul coming into like the universe, or is it a
this,
sequel to like after his fight with Obi?
th- this, no, 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 no. His fight with Obi. Oh,
With
you're
Qui-Gon, I
talking about
mean.
the.
My bad.
Hey, bro.
Hey, they fight for like a couple seconds.
Dog, I was
My
like,
bad.
his fight with Obi? You talking about the one? You, you talking about the one with them boys was out there in the desert?
Yes.
Nobody around? Just two men in a desert with swords. Ah,
Sabers. Come on.
sabers. Sabers.
W-LARPs. W-LARPs.
But no, I'm not even trying to, I'm not, no, no. I was going somewhere with it, but forget it. Forget it. I messed it up. You messed it up, honestly. But anyways, no, yeah, you gotta watch Maul, man. It takes place. Let me think. Well, I mean, like, honestly, bro, this is between the time where like Vader is still being people are still people are just now finding out about him.
Okay.
Like Darth Vader is still like fresh because when Darth Maul sees him, he's like, "Who are you?" Like nobody knows who
Okay.
Darth Vader is when they see him. So
Interesting.
this is definitely like a fresh Darth Vader.
Copy.
And then yeah, bro. This is good. This is good. Apparently you gotta watch Solo too. You gotta watch
I've
I
watched
haven't watched
Solo.
Solo, but apparently you gotta watch well, you
The
don't
live
like
action
you
one?
don't have to, bro, you don't have to watch if you haven't watched a single Star Wars show, you could sit down and watch them all and like enjoy it and understand it and like
Okay.
understand all the context behind it and everything. Like it's not something that you have to be so knowledgeable in Star Wars lore. To be honest, I would say it's a pretty good like starting point if you've never watched Star Wars. It's a
Okay.
fairly decent starting point.
Now,
Um
the Solo live action movie?
yeah, yeah,
I was
yeah.
just
The Solo
processing. I
live
was making
action
sure
movie.
that we're okay.
But yeah, no, it's really good, bro. It's really good. If I could give you guys a watch order for Star Wars, I would say watch Clone Wars, the animated show, so you get have an understanding of like the galaxies and the species and the planets and like all of that stuff. Then I would go into the original trilogy for the like repercussions of the war, like what happened after it. Then I would watch the second trilogy for like more of Anakin and Darth Vader lore. And then, I mean, yeah, I mean, more for like Anakin, Darth Vader lore, stuff with the Jedi, like learning what the Jedi are and what they stand for. Then I'll go Bad Batch, Boba Fett, and Mandalorian. I think that's fair. I think that's a pretty good, like, and that's just to start. I know there's like a bunch of other like shows and stuff, but one, I haven't watched all of them, and two, this is just like a starting point.
Okay.
Yeah, this isn't like watch everything. Like you're not gonna.
You don't need
There's
to
still
pound
other
them
things
out.
to watch. Yeah, there's
Yeah.
still other things to watch with with this. This is just good, like to start with. But
Baseline.
speaking of Mando, bro, are you
Or
how do you feel? Are you
I'm
like
not
excited for it? Are you like whatever about it?
I'm kind of whatever about it. It for how long it's supposed to be, I'm like, it's a lot of Mando and Grogu for a two. What is it supposed to be? 2 hours, 2.5 hours.
It's like 2 hours and 20 minutes.
I'm excited because it's cool for Star Wars, and that's
Yeah,
actually
yeah, yeah.
something good that Lucasfilm is or Disney is putting out, but not too like I'm going to see that in theaters. You know what I mean? Like, oh, wait until it comes out on Disney
Yeah,
Plus.
yeah, 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 yeah. Yeah, no, that's crazy that you said that. I'm not gonna lie, I'm super excited for it. That's nuts. I was talking to my dad about it today. I was talking with my dad about it today, bro. And he's like, Mando comes out this Friday or
Is
Thursday,
it
like
this Friday?
tomorrow. Yeah, bro.
Oh, damn! I thought it was
I'm
coming
pretty
out in like a week or two.
hold on.
Yeah, I saw they got a Burger King meal, so like that's got me hyped.
Wait, no. Mando comes out May 22nd. What comes out tomorrow?
I don't
Something
know.
comes out tomorrow. Something comes out like Friday,
Maybe
bro.
it's a trailer.
No, no, no. It's a movie. A movie comes out tomorrow. Oh my gosh. Am I crazy? I might be crazy. Maybe there's not a movie coming out tomorrow.
You
Yeah,
just
no.
really
I'm
wanted
just
it to come out tomorrow.
yeah. Yeah, you're not lying. I probably really, really want to see this movie. Did you know they're playing the last episode of The Boys in the movie theater?
I
That's
did see
besides the
that.
point though. That's besides the point though. Yeah, no, bro, nah, bruh. Nah, this is a movie coming out Friday. I don't know what it is, but I'm gonna be thinking about it now. I'm gonna be thinking about it. But yeah, anyways, I thought the movie was coming out Friday. Uh and my dad, I was like, "Are you gonna go see Mando opening night?" He was like, "Nah." And then I asked somebody else in the shop and they were like, "Nah." Bro, why is nobody hyped about this Mando right now? I'm
I
like
think
trying to
also
show him the
too, you're
popcorn
on a
buckets. Bro, I'm trying to show him the popcorn buckets. He ain't paying me no mind.
you're also on a Star Wars
He
kick
ain't
right
paying
now,
me
bro.
no mind. This man loves Star Wars. I'm trying to talk about Mandalorian and Grogu. He ain't giving me the time of day about it.
That's how it be sometimes,
Like,
bro.
why, bro?
It'd be
And
your own
and
blood.
and like, bro, that's crazy, man. That's crazy. That's crazy. Why aren't you excited about this?
I'm not tapped in with Star
Do
Wars
you
right now
not
like
like
that.
Grogu? Like, do you? What you say?
I said I'm not tapped in with Star Wars like that right now. You know what I mean?
So
Like,
you just don't got no plans to even watch more, do you?
I mean, I have plans because you're recommending it. If
If I
we
would have
didn't
never
talk about
recommend,
Maul at all, I probably would not watch it. If I'm being 100% honest,
so like, are you a Star Wars fan or not?
I'd say I'm a Star Wars enjoyer.
Huh?
I'd say I'm a Star Wars enjoyer. Did I try? I'm not trying to
Bro,
LARP. You
you
know
are
what I mean?
not
I'm
who
not
I
trying
thought
to.
you were. You are not who I thought you were.
I was a big Star
You are
Wars
not.
fan when I was in middle school, bro. But like,
Wow.
it's
Wow.
it's been a minute
Wow.
since I've been like really tapped in with Star
Why
Wars. You
did
know
you
what I
say it
mean?
like it was an attack though?
I didn't say it like it
Like
was
you
an
said it
attack.
like an all right, bro. Clocking it, dog. I'm clocking it. I don't want to talk about Mando no more. Anyways.
On to other news. This fucking guy.
Anyways though, bro, absolute Batman. Robert Kirkman came out and said that Absolute Batman has been helping Image, Dynamite, and I think it was Dark Horse.
Boom.
No, Boom. No, it wasn't Boom. It was Dark Horse. It was Dark Horse.
Okay.
But yeah, like just other indie publishers, like Absolute Batman has been helping other indie publishers because people are going to pick up Absolute Batman and they're leaving with indie stuff as well, which
Yeah, man.
that's crazy. That's crazy correlation, you know?
I
Because
think it's a lot to do with
I
like
think it
the
would make
actual.
more sense. I think it would make more sense if I'm like somebody new getting into comic books and I got into comic books because of Absolute Batman. I would think that it would make more sense to get into like other DC characters, but people are reading Absolute Batman and going and picking up other independent books. So
I
like
think
that's
that's
super
a lot
dope
to do
because that,
with. Go ahead.
bro, it shows how much people like the Elseworld, like
Yeah,
other reality stuff. Like they're not just getting like a regular Batman story, they're getting something completely different. And that
yeah,
just shows how different Scott Snyder is writing Batman and all these other
yeah,
characters. Like there's such a like people have a different, they read Absolute Batman and they want to go read something else that's just off world or like crazy or just like
yeah. Something they
obscured
haven't
or
heard about before. You know what I mean?
yeah, yeah, yeah. So that's very, very, very interesting. And I like that indie comics are getting their respect, man. I feel like they've always got their respect, but now like I don't know, these past couple years, bro, it's been a lot more people are reading indies, bro. Like you used to have to tell people to read things outside of DC and Marvel. Like
Yeah,
now there's people that are only strictly reading indies. That's
indie.
like
Yeah,
dope. That's
and
super
like
dope, man.
what I was gonna say, I think the other biggest thing is like people are going into the LCS and picking up Absolute Batman, and you have your LCS owners and workers that primarily throughout the day they're reading comics and they're starting to just read those indie
Recommend.
titles. So when they're in there and they have a new reader and they're like, "Oh, dude, you got to check out Invincible. You got to check out
Yeah.
Geiger. You got to check out Transformers." Like
Yeah.
that's what's really driving those sales is because you have somebody who's actually reading those comics every week. So when they
Yep.
come in, they're getting an actual like full heartfelt opinion on them. You know what I mean?
Yeah, man. And indies are like super important to the comic book community. Like that's how a lot of, writers enter into DC and Marvel and things. They
Yeah,
like
you
they
look
start
at
off
Stephanie Phillips,
independent.
man.
Like,
Like
yeah.
started off fully independently almost, and then
Yeah.
was able to work for Marvel. Now
Like
she's doing
that's
D like
yeah, bro. That's how a lot of people I mean, I don't want to say all people. I'm sure there's been like I'm sure that there has been somebody who went straight to DC or went straight to Marvel.
well, you look at like
But
Rob Liefeld, bro. Like I'm
yeah,
pretty sure he started working out for Marvel first, and then they opened up Image. You know what I mean? Because they wanted to
yeah,
have creator-owned comics.
exactly, exactly. So like, yeah, indies are very important to the comic book community because they help get people to either you could either be independent and make your dreams come true, or you could go to D if you want to work for Marvel and you've always wanted to do work for Marvel or DC, like
It's a
independent
good entryway. It's a
help you.
good
Yeah,
foot
it's
to
a
get
good
in the door. You know
entryway.
what I mean?
Exactly. I mean, and I mean, could you explain the difference between indies and like the mainstream DC and Marvel? Like as far
Basically,
as the creative, like not creative teams, but the gosh, Lee, what's the word I'm looking
I
for?
know what you're trying to
Like
say, but
the logistics and things.
basically the biggest thing is like for most of the time for indie titles, like you have DC and Marvel, those are the big two, but they have editorial teams for pretty much all their stuff that
Yeah,
the writer writes their storyboard, the artist kind of draws like their vision of what the writer is telling them. Then it's got to go through editorial. Editorial says yes to this, no to this. They got to go back to the drawing board. For
yeah,
indie stuff, it's pretty much they have free range on whatever they want to do. with a few minor, like, you can't do this or that, but it's very, very limited, you know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah,
So it's able to give these artists and these writers actual freedom to tell their story how they want to in their head, and they're not, like, confined to continuity, you know what I mean? Like, they don't have to follow the guidelines of Batman doesn't kill,
yeah.
or,
Exactly, exactly.
like, that kinda stuff, you know what I mean? Like, they have free roam to do whatever they want with because it's their character.
Yeah. But do you have what are your top like 3 recommendations?
I've changed it up a few times just because I don't like giving out the same recommendations every time just because it's like I sound like a broken record. I'd say my 3 recommendations that I would give out right now, God Country was super, super good. I read that about 2 months ago. I actually gave it to my pops to read, and he said it was a super good story and, like, really enjoyed it. The Moon is Haunting Us or Following Us, a DWJ title, super, super good. The art is good, the storytelling is even better on it. And then for my last one, I'd probably say I forgot about it. Uh, Crap, what was it? Oh, Department of
Dude,
Truth.
it's just 3. It's just 3.
Whatever, bro, you
Before
forgot him earlier
before
too.
we started this, bro, I was trying to think. Before we started it, I have been thinking about my top 3 all day. And before we started this, I still couldn't think of one. I just needed one more. He's sitting here like, it's just 3, bro. It's just 3. Nah, look at you. Nah, look
Now
at you.
look at me.
Anyways,
So,
your last one was
to
Department of
recap
Truth.
what I just said, number 1, God Country. Number 2, The Moon is Following Us. And number 3, Department of Truth.
Okay. So what's Department of Truth about? I've
So
been seeing that on
basically
my LCU.
so basically what it is the Department of Truth is a, like, underground, like, government agency that John Wilkes Booth created back when, Lincoln was assassinated to make sure that any conspiracy theories that come out don't become real life things. Because if enough people start believing them, they become true. So you have, like, actual, like, in real world, like, conspiracy theories about, like, people eating babies or this celebrity did this. Like, the main one that it starts out with is, oh, crap. It's been a minute since I read it. Trying to remember what it was. But, like I said, the baby eating thing. So you have, like, these, like, high up, like, oligarchs and different stuff, like, actually eating children, but they're trying to make sure that these people online that are writing, like, subreddits and trying to make sure everybody knows, like, "Hey, these people are eating babies," they're trying to take it away so it doesn't become an actual in real world thing. It's pretty dope, bro, like, if you're into conspiracy theories or just
Bro, that sounds crazy.
it's really good, and the art for it is even even crazier, like, it's very
So all right. So these conspiracy theories are true, but they're trying to stop people from talking about them or
so
don't want
basically,
people.
like, they don't all the conspiracy theories are true
Yeah.
to the extent of I'm trying to think of how to word this. They're true if enough people talk about them, like, they're basically talking them into existence. So, like, with this,
Oh,
John Wilkes Booth in this never actually assassinated Lincoln, but they
okay.
needed a cover up for it. So that's why they said that John Wilkes Booth murdered Lincoln. Because if
Okay.
enough people kept on talking about how it was never John Wilkes Booth, history would be altered and everything would change. So they're trying to make sure that the conspiracy theories that people don't, they just keep on thinking that it's a conspiracy and not the truth. So that's why it's the Department of Truth.
I might have to snag that.
It's
I might
good,
have to
bro.
snag that. That's a good one. That sounds very interesting. Uh for me, I got Geiger. I got We're Taking Everyone Down With Us, and I got Skin Breaker. I got Skin Breaker. Those are my three. We're Taking Everyone Down With Us, Skin Breaker, and Geiger.
What's your favorite part been about Skin Breaker? Because I've been keeping up with it weekly, and it's been one of my favorite indie titles coming out right now.
So what I like about it the most is that it kind of, in a sense, is like you're just, in a sense, it's like I don't want to relate it to anything though. Like doesn't it like start two generations like ahead?
I believe so, yeah.
Yeah.
And
So
then it
I
kind of
I
works
like
its way
that.
back.
Exactly, exactly. I like the way that the story is written in context to time frame and
Mhm.
the character and how the main, like, it's literally, you literally get the main character, the main character's origin in life in like 2 pages. It's so
Yeah.
like interesting, and it's such a
But it doesn't
like
the
easy,
cool
such
thing
an
that,
easy
like,
read, you
yeah.
know?
Because also too, the cool thing that I like that Kirkman does with the writing, it doesn't feel like it's rushed though. Like, if you were
Not
to
at
tell me that,
all.
like, his entire origin and life story was, like, 2 pages long, in your head, you'd be
Yeah,
like, "That's kinda whack." Like, that's all they go into, but it feels like you get all of the information you could want in those 2 pages.
exactly. 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 It's super dope. It's super easy, delightful, and refreshing read, bro. It's
Yeah.
kind of like going and watching the Avatar movie. Like you just feel like you're in
Yeah.
a different like environment while you're reading it.
Yeah.
Um, but the character, as far as the characters and stuff, man, dude, like the main character is just such chieftain, like the chieftain.
The Chieftain? Yeah.
Yeah, like I forget his name. It's like Chieftain something. But man, I love that character so much because basically, guys, so Skinbreaker is basically an off-world story about this clan of, I don't want to say people, but like
Indigenous people.
species. It's like a species of people and a species of alien, I'll say.
Mhm.
And basically they have a ritual called the Skinbreaker ritual where you mature and you have to have your skin broken by the sun or by this blade, the Skinbreaker blade. It's like a crystal type of rock, and you put it in the sun, and then it sheds you, it breaks your skin and it sheds you of your old, and you become new and mature. And that's basically like your rite of passage into the clan. Well, basically, when it's time for a new chieftain, they just fight to the death. Like once the chieftain is starting to not be of value to the clan anymore, you just have a
Like, kind
battle
of
to
like
the death with the next
some
chieftain
Black
up.
some Black Pat Panther type shit, you know what I mean? Like,
Like,
they're duking it out to
yeah,
see who's gonna be new top dog.
exactly. But it's not like there's no hate at all. That's
No.
just how they live, and the whole everybody understands that. Like, the before they go and fight, they talk to their wives. Hey, I love you. If I make it out, cool. If I don't, and like everything is understood. Like,
Mhm. It's all for honor, you
and
know what I mean?
yeah, like it's a big honor. Like it's an honor. This is an honor. So
Mhm.
long story short, though, the next chieftain up is basically trying to go back to the original ways of this clan, because when the main chieftain of the story became chieftain, he switched everything up, and the next chieftain that was up did not like it because it went from a clan with so much power and grit, like best warriors, best hunters, and just really just scary, like a clan of scary people that you just really didn't want to mess
Yeah.
with. And then the next chieftain, and then the main chieftain, when it was his time to come, he turned it all around and just made it to where everybody could work smarter and not harder. So instead of going out and hunting, he made traps, and then they would go and pick up the kill and bring it back. Everybody's home. We don't have to worry about casualties. People could be home with their families. It was just a great trade off.
Mhm.
Well, this next chieftain up, he thought it was weak. He thought basically you just turned us all into some bitches.
Like,
That's
he believes
like
in,
his
like,
mindset.
survival of the fittest, like, to an extreme.
Yes, exactly. Like he don't give a fuck about all of these like traps and water. Like he wants to get it out the mud basically.
Mhm.
And shoot, main character, the main chieftain, main story chieftain, he's like trying to tell him like, dude, if you become chieftain and we go back to our old ways, you are not only putting us in danger, but you're setting us all the way back. And he's just having a hard time getting through to him because
Mhm.
dude is like, no, I'm gonna put back things the way they were. We're gonna be the most victorious clan, woo dee woo dee woo. And shoot, when it's time to fight, the main chieftain, they fight, they duke it out and whatever, but they end up fighting into the woods,
Mhm.
and chieftain just makes a run for it and he gets up out of there. Mind you, chieftain, like if we were talking about human age ranks, chieftain is 100, the next chieftain up is probably 25, 30.
Mhm.
So like, yeah, man, it's literally like an old man fighting the next up, and the old man gets away because he's trying to save his people still. And
Mhm.
it's just dope because you don't, I keep saying main story chieftain, but it's kind of like in the sense like there isn't a main character really. Like that's another great thing about it. There's not necessarily like a main character.
Mhm.
Everybody is just like
Everybody's
it's
involved
just
in
a
the
world.
story. Yeah.
Yeah, everybody is heavily involved in the story.
Mhm.
Like even like the new chieftain that's coming up, his dad's involved in the story. And like eventually you end up finding out that he's like abusive and like
Mhm.
it is very, very, very interesting. I
And it
highly
adds more
recommend
to
it.
his character, understanding, like, why he so wants to be grit like that, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah. It's super dope. We got quote of the week, guys. We got quote of the week. It's my turn, right?
Yeah, it's your turn.
All right, cool. I got one. I got one. Quote of the week. Love begins so easy, but love is complicated. Absolute Wonder Woman, issue 18. Certs. If you guys do not know, Certs is Absolute Wonder Woman's
Cersei.
mother. Cersei. But yeah, yeah. Love begins so easy, but love is complicated. And I picked this quote because people think like your first thought is what? A significant other, a person, a being, but love can be complicated with so many things. Love can be complicated with your hobbies that you love. Love could be complicated with the
Yourself.
food that yourself, the food that you like to eat. Like, oh, I can't decide. I like this. I like it. Like, love begins so easy. You fall in love with something so easily, and yet it's so complicated to understand. But
Yeah.
you love that. Like, I understand the meaning when people say I love love
Mhm.
because you fall in love with the idea of love and what it is to love not just a person but a something.
Yeah.
And it's
Mm,
yeah, man, it was just that quote just made me think a little bit deeper
I
than,
wrote
surface level.
I wrote that same one down in my notes just because, like we've both been doing, I like to throw down ones that kinda, like, hit me hard throughout the week, and I'm like, "Damn, that was good," you know what I mean? And I kinda felt the
Yeah.
same way, like,
That's
it's
crazy that
something
you wrote
that
that down too. So, you guys, just
right?
letting you know, me and Devin, we do not discuss like our like top 5 FOC. We don't discuss like our recommendations or nothing. So, the
Until
fact
we
that
get on
he
the
wrote
pod,
that
yeah.
same quote down is crazy.
But, yeah, it's like you were just saying, like, the whole thing of, like, love doesn't just go beyond like personal feelings, like or feelings towards another. Like you can love anything, and sometimes that love can be good, and sometimes that love can be bad. There's a lot of
Yeah.
people that love meth, and that's obviously not a good thing to love, but
Yo, that's a
that's what
crazy example.
exa well, because like you said, love is complicated, man. Like, you have a lot of people that are in
Yo,
abusive
he said
relationships.
meth. That's a crazy example. Like,
It's true
he
though.
said so
Well,
casual.
because
So a lot a lot of people love meth, but that don't mean it's good for you. That don't mean you need to be doing it, man. Oh my gosh. You're crazy,
but
bro. What's your top 5 FOC, bro?
my top 5 FOC from this last weekend for, last week for anybody that did go to their LCS and pick up their new comics, I hope everybody picked up Swamp Thing 1989. The first issue was so good, guys, and with this FOC, Swamp Thing 1989 issue number 2 comes out, and it seems like it's gonna be very dope. I'm very excited to see what's coming from the vault.
Bro, I haven't read that one. What's it about?
It's Swamp Thing meeting Jesus, bro.
Oh, that's super dope.
So you basically get to the basically the birth crucifixion of Christ. Like Christ is now part of DC canon.
Okay.
So and also too inside of this, not trying to give away too much, but like you have this demon that's trying to get these three, I believe they were actually the wise men that went to go meet Jesus when he was born. They're being controlled by this demon now, but this demon is trying to get these men to go murder Jesus. And you get to see a few other people from the Bible and stuff, but you get to see the birth of Etrigan inside of this issue coming from this demon.
That's crazy.
Yeah, dude, it was a really good
That's
issue.
crazy.
Because basically what happens is
Don't tell me, don't tell me,
Swamp
don't
Thing.
tell me, don't tell me,
Okay.
don't tell me, don't tell me,
Yeah,
don't tell me.
dude. You just gotta read it, bro.
Yeah,
But
yeah, I'm gonna read it.
so
That
the
sounds dope.
second
That sounds
issue
dope.
for that was my number one for this week. And then I got Detective Comics issue 1109, Flash number 33, same thing. If anybody is not picking up the Flash right now, issue 30 was the start of a new arc, new writer, new artist. It's been really good, so a really good place to hop in if you want to read some Flash. Mark Spector Moon Knight number 5, and then Spider-Man Long Way Home issue number 1.
Those are solid. Those are solid. What about oh wait, well, the Flash 33. Who's writing that? Who's on Flash now?
It is shoot. Um I can't remember who it is. But basically what you have right now is issue 30. Why can't I remember the artist and the name? I think it's Dan Mora doing art. Might be wrong.
It's Ryan North,
Is that who's drawing it?
Gavin Goultry.
Basically, what you have right now is there's somebody on the internet telling people to like try to kill themselves, basically, so that the Flash will come out and save them and meet them. And the Flash is like trying to figure out like why all these people are doing crazy stuff, and it's so they can get views, they can get clicks, and Wally's having a really hard time right now trying to balance like his life as Wally, and then also too balancing his life as the Flash, making sure that these people aren't dying. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
And in the last issue, you see Captain Cold actually helping out Wally, trying to figure out
Oh, that's
what's going
dope.
on. So
Oh
it's been
yeah,
really good,
because
man.
yeah. I forget the villains. Some of the villains are good guys now.
Yeah,
Okay, that's interesting. That sounds very interesting.
and like I
Bro, I
said,
haven't read
issue
any. Bro,
31. Go ahead.
I've never read any Flash, bro. So it's just kind of hard for me to like
Like I
jump
said, issue
in.
31 is a really good, like, you don't need to know anything that was going on prior to jump into issue 31 and like feel lost at all.
All right, y'all. I'm gonna
Um,
give my top 5. I'm gonna give my top 5. We got Zatanna. This is no order. We got Zatanna, Superman, Fantastic Four, and Superman, Father of Tomorrow. Those are my top five. Zatanna, because I'm just really interested in her character and like the witchcraft and all that. Not like interested in it as far as like I just want to know more about the character. Like that she's
Mhm.
an interesting character.
Yeah.
Superman, because I'm really, really liking what they're doing with Superboy Prime right
Yeah,
now,
dude.
bro. I'm liking it a lot. So I'm very excited to see where they're going. And he just got a new love interest, and she is a villain. So I'm excited to see
Yeah.
where that goes and how he handles, like, I don't know what's going on with his like he's tripping right now too. Like he keeps getting
Yeah, dude.
flashbacks and stuff. I don't know what it's about yet, but seeing all of it seems very interesting, and I wonder if it connects to Superman, Clark Kent.
Because also too, Superboy Prime was like mainly a villain, like
Yeah,
before this. So like
yeah,
it's kind of, I think it might have something to do with that, and then also too a little bit like with like leading up into whatever event DC is kind of planning.
exactly, exactly. Fantastic Four, man, because yo, Sue Storm is bugging right now, bruh.
It's
She's
because she bends light, bruh.
bugging. Man, light. She bends
She
it.
bends at it.
Don't forget. But yeah, her name's Malice, right? Malice?
Yeah.
Yeah, dude, she's on a freaking, she's trying to kill everything walking right now, bro. It's crazy. It is crazy. And I'm not gonna lie, that first arc, but issue 8 and 9, solid. Solid.
Yeah,
And then
dude.
Superman Father of Tomorrow, if you guys don't know what that is, basically Superman's father, Jor-El, comes to Earth instead of Kal-El coming to Earth.
Mhm.
So, interesting take. I'll bite. I'll read
I
the
th-
first issue and see what it's about.
I think we might see a little bit of like an Invincible story almost, like a little bit of a Omni Man action.
Yeah, yeah, cause I mean, like, I'm thinking that what if he's the villain? Like, he just lost his planet, comes to a new planet. He's got to be thinking like, but I don't know because the Kryptonians weren't evil people, you know?
No, but at the same time, like there's been a few iterations where like even with the Superman movie that just came out, like
Yeah,
James
yeah.
Gunn kind of wrote it so
Facts,
that like
facts.
when Clark was supposed to come down and then just kind of like rule everybody, you know what I mean? So
Yeah,
we'll see what way that whoever's writing it decides to go with it, but I'm having a feeling that we might see an Omni Man ish type story.
very, very highly likely. Very highly likely. I think that's it, y'all. I think it's time to. I think it's time to call it, man. Uh, last,
Send
last.
off for season one.
Yeah, man. Last send off for season 1. Last episode of season 1. Came such far away, man. I hope that majority of you, if not all of you, stick around for season 2. We are definitely taking, a little bit of a hiatus, not a long one, just a little break. I want to come back with season 2 with new, fresh ideas ready to go and, good quality, all of that. So, yeah, guys, thank you so much for sticking around for this long. And we hope to see a lot of you guys back in season 2. Oh, wait, wait, wait.
Appreciate it for the one last time for season one, boys. Always remember, stay comfortable.
And stay nerdy.